From the palm-lined playgrounds of South Florida to the explosive power of golf's biggest hitters, the Pinnacle World Long Drive season begins today in Wellington, Florida. At the legendary National Polo Center, the longest drivers on the planet unleash power that barely seems possible. Returning world champions, veteran powerhouses, rising contenders chasing their breakthrough, and one goal: start the year by owning the grid. This is where precision meets raw violence, where clubhead speed becomes spectacle, and where a single swing can travel more than 4 football fields through the Florida sky. The road to the World Championship starts here. The pressure is real. The swings are massive. And the hunt for long drive supremacy is officially underway. It's Pinnacle World Long Drive from Florida, right now. Here in Wellington, Florida at the beautiful National Polo Center, welcome to the Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour. It's the first event of the 2026 season. It's World Long Drive Florida, presented by GolfJoy. Hi, everybody. Brendan Glasheen, joined by top 10 World Long driver Bobby Ray. It's so great to have you with us. Bobby, it's a new season. Guys have the juices flowing. What are you looking forward to most?
Yeah, well, the longest hitters in the world have congregated here in South Florida, and right off the bat, a couple big surprises. Number one, reigning world champion and current number one in the world, Zach Colton, has missed the top 8 for the first time in a long time, so we won't be seeing him tee it up, but we will see newcomer Logan Schott, who actually made his way from a local qualifier in a simulator all the way to the top 8 here. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles the pressure.
In a new year, couple of months of layoff, how do you expect guys to adjust on the grid now today?
Well, remember, they've already hit over 60 balls in competition, so they've got it pretty dialed in at this point. Now it's just about going full throttle and seeing what you got left in the tank.
And to Bobby's point, we have an outstanding field. Let's take a look at the bracket.
An absolutely stacked bracket here. We got a couple former world champions in Justin James and Sean Johnson, but I want to key in on Colton Casto and Scotty Pierman. These two guys are absolute juggernauts. And in my opinion, if those two guys hit their ball, they're going to be unbeatable, especially with this help win. So we're going to see some really big balls. Can't wait to see what happens.
Plenty of horsepower, plenty of space. Avery Dovsek is the third member of our crew.
We are in Wellington, Florida at the National Polo Center. And what is one thing that polo centers mean? A lot of space, which is very important to long drivers in the off season. Many long drivers struggle to find a practice facility that is long enough because they hit so far. When you come to a facility like this is the first time they're seeing their ball flights sometimes out in the open. This is a great scene and we can't wait.
Huge drives coming up here in South Florida, the quarterfinals of World Long Drive Florida.
World Long Drive Florida, presented by GolfJoy, is brought to you by Pinnacle. Don't think, just rip. Rugiet, helping men take back their health. GolfJoy, making golf easy and fun. And by Newton Golf. Play smarter, drive farther, play better.
Welcome back to South Florida. Every single athlete out here can hit a golf ball a long way, but in World Long Drive, distance is only half the equation. To win, you still need to find the grid.
This is the grid. In World Long Drive, the grid is the difference between power and control. And those who dare to challenge it are not typical golfers, more like linebackers, swinging at speeds most players never reach. Every athlete out here swings for the same thing, one ball that flies farther than everyone else's. World Long Drive isn't just power, it's precision at full speed. This isn't a driving range, this event is a battlefield. The grid, roughly 60 yards wide, stretching beyond 400 yards. And from a distance, it looks massive, until you have to land one in it, because every match brings a new challenge. Different wind, different obstacles, different conditions. And every swing pushes the edge of control. Even if you hit it 450 yards, if it doesn't land in the grid, it means nothing. Not 1 inch outside the line, not one bounce back in. It must land and stay in bounds. Club heads moving over 150 miles an hour, ball speeds climbing past 220, bodies generating force from the ground up, legs, core, shoulders, hands, all firing in sequence within fractions of a second. And no room for error. That's what separates big hitters from the world's best. Not just raw strength, but precision when everything matters. Because out here, distance alone doesn't win. You still have to find the grid.
And the National Polo Center is a tremendous facility. Bobby, let's dive into the quarters. 1-8 matchup, Castow and Billinghurst.
In my opinion, the scariest guy in this field, Colton Casto, and he's even scarier when he gets that first ball in the grid. Normally it plagues him and he waits till his 5th or 6th ball, but right out the gate, he puts a little pressure on Billinghurst with the 397-yard bomb. And Cody Billinghurst may be the most overdue hitter in the world for a win on the World Long Drive Tour. Just can't quite find a way to get it done, and OB has plagued him in match play in the past, so his second ball does not find the grid. Now Colton Casto, back to him. Now he's just looking to build on that 397 ball, and he does with a 416-yard bomb. Look at that, 157-mile-an-hour club speed, over 220-mile-an-hour ball speed. And Brendan, when we're downwind like this, even at sea level, we're going to see balls going well over 400 yards like you just saw from Mr. Casto.
Yeah, the air is dense here in South Florida, too. That's advantageous for the hitters.
This one hit hard by Billinghurst. Look, you see there at 221 miles an hour. He's matching Casto with speed, but he's just struggling to find the grid. And here we are on Cody's final ball. He's got to go 416 to tie, 417 to win. He hits this one up in the air, but it's just going to miss the grid down that right side. So, unfortunately for Cody, he's going to have to wait at least one more event to try to get that first win.
Colton Casto is our first semifinalist here at World Long Drive, Florida. On to our next quarterfinal. The young buck Connor Starret against the vet Justin James.
Well, and nobody works harder in this sport than Connor Starret, and I know he is very hungry for his first win on the World Long Drive Tour. Getting things started off here with a 368-yard drive to apply a little bit of pressure to the 2017 world champion Justin James, and talk about a freak of nature. This guy just represents the sport in every way you want him to. A consummate pro, Justin James, leaves no stone unturned, and he knows how to get it done. And he is going to answer Connor Starret with a 424-yard bomb, and he loved it right when he hit it. If he's staring a ball down like that, you know you're in big trouble, and all the pressure now shifts to Connor Starret. Can Connor catch that 424-yard rocket? He's going to have to step on the gas just a little bit. I think he's got the speed to do it. He's just got to execute his ball. This is his third ball to answer James. Go! Likes it, yells at it. It's going to come up just a little bit shy, still eclipsing the 400-yard mark. Again, with these helping winds, we're seeing balls go a long way, even at sea level. We're not out at Colorado, folks. We're here in Florida. The air is hot and heavy and dense. But these golf balls are going over 220 miles an hour, which means they are going a long way. And this is his 5th ball, the last one to find the grid for him. It's just going to come up a little bit short. And Connor Starret will get eliminated. And Justin James, never forget about Justin James. He's always a problem. He is going to be moving on to face Colton Casto in the semis.
So our first semifinal matchup is set. Colton Casto, Justin James. To the other side of the bracket, quarterfinal number 3. This is a good story here. Logan Schott against a former world champion in Shawn Johnson.
Well, and normally I would say this is kind of one of your David versus Goliath matchups, but Schott is too big and too good of a hitter to be labeled as a David, and he stepped up here and he handled the pressure. He actually applied the pressure first, putting the ball in at 401 yards, but the 2024 world champion Shawn Johnson knows how to answer it. 413 yards. One of the most fun guys to watch out here on the grid. Got a ton of energy. Loves to talk to his golf ball. And now he sets a big number for Shot to have to go try to catch. And now we're going to catch up with Shot on his 5th ball in his set. Again, having to try to go catch 413 yards. He's not going to leave anything on the tank on this one.
He's talking about steak dinner. Go!
Yeah, this one, he hits it pretty good. 218 mile an hour, look, over 150 mile an hour club speed. Pretty dang good for a rookie. It's just going to come up just shy of 400 yards. He's not going to get his 6th ball in. We're going to catch up with Shawn Johnson here just for fun, hitting his 6th ball, tying his longest ball of the set at 413 yards. He will be moving on. He just absolutely loves it. Like I said, I love to watch Shawn Johnson hit golf balls. He's going to let you know how he feels about it. He feels pretty good about this one. And again, he is moving on to the semifinals. But what a performance by Logan Shot, showing up and giving Shawn Johnson a run for his money.
Maybe next time. So Shawn Johnson awaits his matchup in the semis, quarterfinal number 4. Scotty Pierman against Jacob Golliday.
Scotty Pierman is a scary dude. He's the highest hitter in the field. He hits balls sometimes over 300 feet in the air. And he's another guy that's going to let you know how he feels about it. So this one's way up in the air. Again, downwind, you want to hit it high, and you want to let that wind help you out. So he sets a mark here at 416 yards. But Jacob Golliday is the best golfer of the bunch, best ball striker. He fills up the grid. He peppers the center of the face. And he's been hitting it well all tournament long. But that 416-yard bomb by Pierman just kind of rattles you. And he knows he's going to have to find a little bit extra than he's been providing the whole tournament. So now Scotty Pierman just trying to build on that 416-yard bomb he hit on ball 3. And he does with the longest ball of the day, 428 yards. Again, you have so much time to talk to the ball when it's in the air for 10 seconds. This one barely stays in the grid down the left side at 428 yards. Scotty Pierman is a bad man, and he's going to be facing Shawn Johnson.
The quarterfinals have shown us the kind of distance we can expect today, but the power behind those swings. Here's Cassandra Meyer to break down how these athletes generate such explosive speed.
Long Drive produces the fastest moving ball in all of sports. So let's take a closer look at what creates this insane power behind these swings. So let's break it down. One of the first things that you're going to notice straight out the gate is this obvious shift to the right. Whether you look at Colton Casto, who kind of does this step drill right before he takes it back, he's moving left and then moving right. Or you look at someone like Scotty Pierman, who almost sits into that right side as a trigger before he takes the club back. This movement is going to create that load into the trail side. It's a very athletic move, and it's the start to creating this powerful sequence of motion. From there, we're going to see a big shoulder turn, big hip turn, high up on their right side. Oftentimes, you see this left foot lifting off the ground to give them a little extra rotation, which is going to set them up perfectly for what they do best, and that is ground force, using the ground to create more power. You're going to see them stomp down into that left heel. All of their weight is moving down towards the left side, and what goes down must come up. So into the transition, the hips are moving first, then the shoulders follow, then the arms follow. Everything moves back up, creating that beautiful extension through impact. The handle of the club is going to move up, creating that snap with the club head, producing these insane speeds that we are seeing out here on the tee box today. It also helps to be 6'4" and 240 pounds of pure muscle. But this is what makes a long drive different. It's one of the most powerful movements in all of sports.
Well, Cass with a terrific breakdown. We have our Final Four. Semifinal number 1 coming up. Colton Casto, a former world number 1, against a former world champion, and Justin James. That's next. Beautiful afternoon in South Florida, the World Long Drive Tour. First stop in 2026, the National Polo Center, the road to Reno. We have our first semifinal of the day. Colton Casto, former world number 1 against a world champion in Justin James, Bobby.
Ooh, couple heavyweights. Can't wait to watch this one.
Without a doubt, should be good to see these two go head-to-head. In long drive, speed is everything. These athletes constantly look for ways to unlock more of it. Justin James explains how Newton golf shaft technology fits into the equation.
When I won the World Championship, I was using a shaft that was around 300, just over 300 cycles per minute. Now we are often using shafts, and most of the top guys are using shafts that are 180, 190. That 300 would be like a 5 or a 6X shaft, okay, in terms of stiffness. That 180, 190 is like a lady shaft. Newton, we use a dot system, so 1 dot to 7 dot, and I will go kind of up and down that scale depending on what I want to do with the golf ball, trajectories, spin rates, stuff like that. So oftentimes people get fixated on, hey, I'm a stiff and I don't want to go to regular, I'm getting older, but really shafts, like, it's nothing to do with that. You'll have faster players that use a little softer loading shaft. I just had a player last week who we actually put him in a heavier shaft, and he's 65 years old, he hit us farther. So it depends on how you load it, and that dot system lets you kind of hone in a little more rapidly on, you know, what CPM range you actually want and is effective for you. A reason somebody would want to use Newton is with that elongated bend profile and with the recovery of the shaft, there's an opportunity to possibly use something a little bit lighter with a little more flex while keeping dispersion. So maybe in your current shaft, you're playing, let's just say, a stiff. You might be able to get into a regular Newton and save 10, 15 grams of weight, pick up some ball speed, pick up some yardage, and have a similar dispersion. And I think you want to look at the dispersion when you're doing a test and testing, because if you're comfortable with a driver and what it's going to do, then that allows you to open up the throttle and lean on it a little bit more. And I've just found that those Newton, they hang with you when you want to lean on it, which is really important.
All right, we'll see what he's made of today. Justin James, world champion in 2017. Colton Casto blasted a drive earlier in this event at 430 yards. That was in the round of 16. Bobby, this should be a good one. These guys, as you said, they have power and they're used to winning.
Well, absolutely. This one I would categorize as a toss-up right here. I don't know if you can give any advantage to either hitter. Justin James is just so scary on the tee box. I feel like I've beat him a couple times out there, and I had to go call my dad and let him know, hey, I beat Justin James today. He's that good. You know, and he just knows how to get it done. So Justin James out there with a 405-yard rocket to start. That's important because Castow can struggle to find the grid at times, although he's not going to struggle to find it here. Right out the gates. And look how high he hits it. Colton hits it 250 feet in the air. Look at this. Way out there at 427 yards.
He proved you wrong on the first strike.
It's tough. Colton's tough to beat, especially if he gets that first ball in play. Now remember, Justin James went 424 yards against Connor Starret in the quarterfinal. So he's going to be able to scare that number. He's just going to have to hit a really, really good ball. Love those flaming graphics, and they're deserved. They're well-deserved, guys. These guys are hitting balls 40 to 50 miles an hour faster than PGA Tour players.
OB left. Castow, OB left.
So let's talk about mindset real quick. So Justin does have a ball in play, but it's essentially irrelevant, right? It's either longer than your competitor or not. So Justin knows he's got to go full throttle here. He's got a big number to catch. He's going to leave nothing left in the tank. And that's what I love about long drive. It's all about your best ball. It doesn't matter if you have big misses. You just want that one monster ball, and that's what he's going after right now. And he's down to his final 3. And then the mindset of Colton Casto, he's freed up a little bit, Brendan, and he knows he's in a pretty good spot right now. All he can do is catch a freak ball and just put this thing away. And I think Colton Casto is the biggest freak balls of anybody in the sport. He'll hit balls that are 20 or 30 yards longer than anyone else sometimes. And it's scary to hit against him when he's already got a ball in play and he's got a lead to build on. So he's going to miss the grid on this one.
He got there at 407.
That stayed in. Okay.
Yep. You got to imagine, too, Castow is highly motivated in 2026. He finished 10th at the World Championships last fall. Not his best showing, so he's geared up for what could be a career turning point kind of season.
Absolutely. I know he's really motivated. And again, there's a $3.99 ball from Justin. Might as well be an OB ball. Colton is just so dangerous. He hits the ball so high with such ideal spin rates. Let's take a look at this. Look at the shaft at the top of the swing. He hits his shoulder blade with the shaft at the top of the swing. I wish I could put myself in that position. He's just an absolute freak of nature, country strong. And again, it's not just about speed, it's about ball flight characteristics. So Colton Casto hits the ball high, and his spin rates are always so dialed in and perfect for the conditions. And it's one thing to hit the ball hard, but if you don't have ideal launch and spin characteristics, it's really not going to do much good. And I know both of these hitters get everything they can out of their speed by maximizing ball flight. And let's take a look here. This should be the fifth ball for Casto.
Good shot, dude.
Look at this. Will this build on the 427 ball? Look at the way these are heading out there. It's past the 420 mark. 423. Okay, now let's zero in on Justin James, 2017 world champion. He's harnessing some adrenaline here. Final ball, needs a big one. Hates it. Gonna miss the grid left. Colton Casto going to move on to the final match here. Justin James, I love to watch him hit the ball. Those high hands at the top. At this point, Casto just hitting for fun. And he is the guy to beat as far as I'm concerned. Florida's been good to him in the past. This is a home game for him. He lives up in Hobe Sound, just a 45-minute drive to the grid this morning. What a matchup we just saw. And we'll be seeing a little bit more of Colton Casto.
As the higher seed, he likes to go second, and that worked out for him on his very first ball. 427 yards does the job for Colton Casto. He is on to the World Long Drive Florida final. Take a look at our updated bracket here at the Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour. We're here in Florida. So Casto moving on, and that should be a doozy of a semi. Johnson Pierman. That's coming up next, but Avery's got Colton Casto standing by.
Colton, you have won that round. This venue sets up perfect to your golf game, right? You hit it very high. What can you speak about this?
Well, to be honest, I'm not really hitting as high as I normally do, which I need to. I mean, Scotty's sending it to the moon. I'm sure Sean's going to send it to the moon, so got to focus on getting it up a little higher with a little more spin and see if I can go over 430, hopefully closer to 440 in the finals. I think that's what it's going to need to take, 430 probably.
Absolutely. So you're former world number one. How important is it? Kind of you start off slow some days, so having the final 8 the second day, did it make you a little bit nervous? How hungry are you to get back to that?
I'm just going through the motions, to be honest. I mean, no pressure really, I feel like. Just having fun. Seeing what happens. Whatever happens, happens. If it's not my day, it's not my day.
Cool as a cucumber. Well, we'll see you in the finals.
Thank you.
Well, Shawn Johnson won the World Championship in 2024. He can prove it on the big stage. And Scotty Pierman, he got a taste of it in Colorado last fall. He was the runner-up. Johnson Pierman, our second semifinal, is next. Welcome back, Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour. World Long Drive Florida to kick off 2026. Colton Casto is in the final. He awaits Shawn Johnson or Scotty Pierman. This is another heavyweight matchup, Bobby.
Two of the most animated guys on the tee box you're going to find. If they like a ball, they're going to let you know about it. Can't wait to see how this one shakes out.
And Scotty brings the energy every time he steps on the tee, but his path there wasn't exactly traditional. What started as a chance encounter on a random day at a ballpark changed everything.
I got my start in World Long Drive by chance of just showing up to an adult league baseball game. They had 8 people for their game. They needed a 9th. And the people on the team knew I played golf and asked if I ever watched World Long Drive. And I said, yeah, I watch it when it's on TV. And they said, well, that guy down there just won an event. And I gave him my number at the end of the game, and I told him next time he goes to the driving range, I wanted to go. And he called me. I went to his range, we hit some balls. He told me, I think you should try doing this. And here we are. I signed up for my first amateur event. I ended up winning that tournament and every tournament for 2 years as an amateur, never lost. And then I turned professional as soon as I could in 2020. I like to have fun and joke and cut up with the guys. It's fun. I deal with a lot of personalities, and that's kind of unlocked me. I want to be in the moment. I want to feel the environment. We live off that. Don't be quiet. This is not golf. We need you to be loud. We need you to scream, you know, whether it's pulling for me or one of the other guys. We need the atmosphere, the loud music, the people yelling, the fans believing in us. I want to feel the pressure because that brings out the best in me. I would say what keeps me coming back is the competition. I don't do this for money. I mean, it's not about money. And I know a lot of people want to do that. That's fine. But I really love competing at the highest level. It's what motivates me to be the best that I can. It's an itch that I've not scratched my whole life until I got into World Long Drive. And so this really, I live and die. I'm the most competitive person you know. And I know that's a thing a lot of people say, but I don't care what we're doing, I want to beat you. It's not for the winning, it's not for the money. I really love just trying to beat people at what they're trying to do and be the best person out here.
Well, from adult baseball to TV, Scotty, you're on TV here in the semifinals of World Long Drive, Florida. He's got a tough task in front of him in Shawn Johnson.
Just a couple of Pinnacle dudes living out their best life. Just doing the thing.
That's one of my favorite things about this sport is the different journeys people take to get here. Everyone's an elite athlete. If you're going to create this level of speed, you are an elite athlete. You got former professional baseball players. You've got some former NFL players that have competed. You got high-level golfers that transition into long drive, but everybody is a high-level athlete, and Scotty Pierman is certainly included on that list. And then you got Shawn Johnson, the 2024 world champion he's hitting against. He was a professional pitcher throwing almost 100 miles an hour back in the day. So, again, a lot of different paths to get here. And right now, we've got a spot in the championship match at stake coming up between these two. Look at this position. Again, he's actually even further around than Colton Casto at the top. That shaft is pointing past perpendicular to the ground. It's crazy.
Scotty goes OB on his first ball. Meanwhile, Johnson gives it a ride. That's hunting the grid.
So that one's going to be in at 405 yards for Shawn Johnson. Let's take a look at this swing. He just uses all that 6'7" frame. He's not getting quite as much shoulder turn as a Pierman or a Castow, but you don't need it when you're 6'7" and have freakish level separation and sequencing like Shawn Johnson does.
Ooh. Hang on, wind. Hang on, wind.
Notice the red flare. That means the ball evaporates out of bounds right this time.
Just a massive turn. And Scotty Pierman's the highest ball hitter in the field. He hits the ball sometimes, like I said, over 300 feet in the air. He was hitting it in Denver, Colorado at the World Championships last year, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now let's look at Shawn Johnson. Shawn has the lead, and he's now trying to build on it. He's got a 405 ball in. This one might eclipse that. Looks like it will.
Come on, baby. You got this. You got this.
Coming in at 408. Now all the pressure on Pierman, Brendan, but we've seen Scotty Pierman rise the pressure many a time. This one's going to miss the grid right.
Yeah, Scotty hit the longest drive of the 2025 World Championships at 486. I don't know if we're getting there today, but to your point, he had to get to that number to advance to that final against Zach Holton.
486 yards.
It'll happen
Insane.
It'll happen in a minute.
And, you know, that's what elevation does, Brendan. You know, conditions play such a big part in this sport. The final number in the grid is a culmination of a number of things. One of the things is the strike, which obviously is in control of the hitter. But the other thing is the conditions. What's the wind doing? What's the elevation doing? What's the ground giving up? Is it giving up roll? Is it sitting soft? And right now these conditions are pretty good, and Pierman likes this one.
You better hope it blows right.
I love that these guys are mic'd up right now. This one will find the grid, and this one is going to take the lead. Look at that, Brendan.
That's fine. I hit that one.
4:15, Scotty Pierman.
There we go. There we go. Now we got ourselves a match. Shawn Johnson, very capable of catching that number. He hasn't hit his best ball in. Those first 2 balls in play were not great strikes for Shawn Johnson. So he's got more in the tank. And there you go, 220 miles an hour, 1,900 spin. Now, those numbers are perfect. Let's see how this one lands and rolls out on the grid.
Come on, go!
Big
go,
rollout.
baby, go! Come on, baby!
That's a big roll. That one's now going to take the lead. What a match we got here. This one's going to come in over 420 yards, 427 yards, Brendan.
He wanted dead center, and he got it. How does Pierman respond? Oh, the stare says it all.
It's too high.
Staring this one down.
You hit it higher than
Probably
far.
plugged.
I think this one's going to scare that 427 ball. This one's definitely going to take over that 415 ball he hit on ball 4.
No pressure.
It might come up just a bit shy of Shawn Johnson's 427-yard bomb. 423 for Pierman. He's down to his final ball. And now Shawn Johnson is fueled with adrenaline. Adrenaline's such a big part of this sport. You got to learn how to harness it and use it to your advantage. This right side of the grid is a little bit hotter than the left. If you can keep them in, you can get some big bounces.
wow.
And look at this one.
Wow.
This is the biggest ball of the tournament. 436 yards for Shawn Johnson. This is a huge ball.
Let's go!
Good ball.
Scotty acknowledges.
Good one. Let's go.
This is it.
Just looks over. Good ball. Now, Scotty Pierman's going to have to hit the biggest ball of the tournament now to eclipse that 436-yard rocket from Shawn Johnson. He leaves nothing in the tank here. I don't know if this one's going to stay in play. Let's see.
Game's easy.
I think he likes it.
How you going to beat that?
Oh, but not enough roll.
It's just going to come up a bit shy. But how clutch is that for Scotty Pierman? For 4, 5, and 6, his 4th, 5th, and 6th ball to find the grid. It's going to come up a little bit short. Johnson just going to step up and hit one for good measure. But what a match. A little bit of a back and forth match, and that's so rare at this stage.
Pinnacle time. Let's go.
To see a back and forth match. Generally speaking, if somebody takes the lead, they keep it. But we saw a lead from Johnson. We saw Scotty Pierman take it back, and then for Shawn Johnson to take the lead back yet again after a 415 ball from Scotty Pierman's pretty impressive.
Just a slow build by Johnson. He had a better ball each time through, and that 5th one did the job. So our finals are set. Colton Casto, Shawn Johnson. Avery is with Shawn Johnson.
Shawn, 436 yards, the longest ball of the tournament. Do you think you have more left in the tank for the finals?
I don't know about that. That was a pretty good hit ball. But I'm going to try. That's for sure.
You work with some of the greatest athletes in the baseball world. What kind of fundamentals do you carry over here today after spending the weeks with them?
Yeah, so a lot of what we do is learning how to throw differently or swing differently, right? So a lot of times when you're doing that, you have to slow things down, learn a new position at a lower percentage of effort, and then add speed behind it. So a lot of the times you have to exaggerate feels, and you feel really weird doing it. I had to kind of reinvent my swing over the offseason, and I felt like Matthew Wolff. It didn't look like Matthew Wolff, but feels aren't real, and you have to get outside of your body to make changes. So with some of my athletes, that's a big part of it, is exaggerating feels.
Well, the feel was definitely exaggerated on that ball, and we will see you in the finals.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Avery.
All right, the former MLB draft pick is in the final. Meet Wayrobo WP1000, the end-to-end automated golf ball picker built for modern drive ranges. It autonomously navigates across the field, collecting and dumping day or night, rain or shine, detects obstacles with advanced radar and cameras, and collects up to 2,000 balls per cycle, all while protecting the turf. Smarter, safer, plug and play. Visit wayrobo.com to learn more. Coming up, we've got the final of World Long Drive Florida. Colton Casto against Shawn Johnson. And we're back in Wellington at the National Polo Center, the Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour. First event of the season, World Long Drive Florida, presented by GolfJoy. And we're here to preview the final matchup, Brendan Glasheen, Bobby Ray. We have a pair of top 5 World Long Drivers, Shawn Johnson, a former champion, Bobby, and Colton Casto, who's put on a show, a redemption tour, if you will, from the World Championships last year.
Yeah, well, you could say this is a toss-up. Colton Casto, formerly #1 in the world, has been taking care of the competition all tournament long. But then, you know, Shawn Johnson is a former world champion and just went 436 yards. So I think you can say this is going to be a toss-up. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
So here is how we got here. Casto topped Billinghurst and Justin James. Meanwhile, Johnson defeated Logan Schott and Scotty Pierman. This should be a doozy, Bobby.
I can't wait. I just said it's going to be a toss-up, and I think this one's going to come down to the wire. This is what you would hope for in a tournament like this.
Okay, we've got the final coming up here in Wellington. Casto Johnson. All right, back in Wellington, we are set for what should be an excellent final here at the Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour. World Long Drive Florida at the National Polo Center in Wellington, Florida. Colton Casto, formerly ranked #1 in the world. Shawn Johnson, a world champion.
Couldn't ask for more right here. Could not ask for more. Both these guys in the low 220s ball speed. Both of them hitting it high with perfect spin rates. We've seen a 436-yard bomb from Shawn Johnson, and we've seen 431 from Colton Casto earlier in the tournament. So we know both these guys have similar feelings to date. It's just who's going to step up and hit their ball.
Higher seed chooses order of ball striking, so Casto opts to go second.
Stay there.
And there's that red flare again, OB right.
Casto likes to go second. He likes to see the number up there. He likes to have the ball in his hand if it does come down to that 6th and final ball. He's got an opportunity to be the first to post a number, which will be very important in this set. I don't think he's pleased with that one.
Good.
He's humble. Right?
Impressive.
Right, Bobby? He's one of your good pals.
Stripe show.
You know, he actually, for as good as he is, he's actually a pretty humble guy. I got to tell you. I wish he had almost a little bit more of a killer instinct up there. He might have a world championship by now if he was a little bit more confident up there on the tee box.
Okay.
And you'll hear it. You'll hear him. I mean, these guys are mic'd up, and when they talk to themselves, they have their own way of doing it, certainly.
Yeah, Johnson fuels off the crowd. See if he gets him going here. OB on his first 2.
Wow.
Casto misfires.
Casto a little out of sync here to start. And it's crazy. That ball is just sitting still, Brendan. It's just sitting still on a tee. You'd think that they could just repeat it and just do what they did to get here, but it's not that easy. At these speeds, they're living on the edge.
Oh, come on, Shawn.
Constantly when they're swinging as hard as they can. And it's hard to sync everything up and hit a perfect ball, especially under this pressure. And they got adrenaline running through their veins right now, too, which does affect timing. It's crazy to think about, but the body moves a little bit differently when you're amped up and you know you're in this final match here. So hitting a ball in play is paramount.
Well, to your point, and once again, Colton misses the grid, so both players halfway through in the final, OB on all 3 strikes. They know each hit a ball north of 430, so they have that number, I'm sure, stuck in their mind, right?
Well, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Let's just put a ball in play right now. That should be the mindset.
Sure.
And right now, Shawn Johnson 0 for 4.
Let's go. Come on.
They're a little out of sync right now. These balls are still going a long way, though, Brennan. They might be missing the grid, but they're still going well over 400 yards for what that's worth. Castow, fourth ball. This one's going to miss the grid. All righty. Sean Johnson now. Now we're getting down to crunch time. If he can put a ball in play here, I like his chances, although I have seen Colton Casto wait to that fifth and sixth ball many a time.
There we go.
All right. This one will find the grid. A little bit of a miss hit there from Johnson, but again, anything in the grid is huge at this point. So we've got ourselves a ball in play. All the pressure now falling on Colton Casto.
412 yards.
Yeah, and that's a miss hit, Brendan. He hated that one.
He sure did. At 6'7", he makes it look effortless. Let's see what Colton's got to answer.
And, you know, Casto does too, right? I mean, it doesn't look like Casto's going at it that hard, but he creates 155-mile-an-hour club speed easily. Just so strong and such good sequencing. And now Sean Johnson looking to build. If he can hit that 436 ball that he hit last set, I think he'll be feeling pretty good.
Come on, baby.
All right, 219-mile-an-hour ball speed. A little bit of a better strike here for him. The wind has calmed down just a little bit, so I don't know if we're going to see those monster balls we were seeing earlier.
All right, come on, Colton, let's go.
All right, this one in here, it's going to come up short of that 412 ball. So now all the pressure in the world on Colton Casto. Ball number 6. Can he hit one 413 or more? This one is going to find the grid. He steps up.
Let's go.
I don't know about the strike. I don't know if he loved it. There it is. Big bounce. This one's going to take the lead. That one is going to take the lead, and Colton Casto is going to take home the win on his 6th and final ball. Unbelievably clutch. Not his best set by a long shot, but he stepped up when it mattered most, Brendan.
I saw it barely for a glimpse in the cloud. I'm like, okay, it's down the left center. Thanks for
He's talking about barely being able to see the ball, and that's the thing. When these balls are moving this fast in the sky, it's kind of overcast like this, sometimes you're just lucky to be able to see the ball flight. Sometimes you're turning back to your fans and saying, where'd that one go? But that one went right down the middle, Colton Casto. This one finds the grid at 415 yards, but he did not strike it in the center of the face. But again, sometimes it's not about hitting your best ball, it's about hitting a ball that's good enough.
And we will talk to our winner, Colton Casto, when we return to Wellington.
World Long Drive Florida, presented by GolfJoy, is brought to you by Pinnacle. Don't think, just rip. Rugiet, helping men take back their health. GolfJoy, making golf easy and fun. And by Newton Golf. Play smarter, drive farther, play better.
Just outstanding competition to open up the 2026 World Long Drive season. We saw plenty of long drives here in Wellington, Florida. Colton Casto, though, prevails as the winner. Let's dive into our Pinnacle drive of the day. Sean Johnson in the semis, Bobby. He blasted one 436 yards.
Well, Sean said he has been working on the swing in the offseason. Whatever he did on this one, he just needs to harness that. Because I think he might be unbeatable if he could do this one every time. 436 yards, closing in on a quarter mile. Absolutely hammered it. Look at this move here. Up on that left toe, using that big old frame of his. Hit this one well over 200 feet in the air.
And Sean's strike earns him $500, a bonus courtesy of Course Record, the next generation sports drink built to keep golfers and high performers dialed in, hitting bombs, making birdies, and winning the day on and off the course. Avery Dovsek is with our winner, Colton Casto.
415 yards to win it, Colton. You put everybody on the edge of their seats trying to find that last ball. How much nerves were going through your body then?
I was just like, shut the face. I was nowhere close to the plan. I was some of the worst shots I've hit the whole tournament. And I finally decided to shut the face a little bit. I hit it right out of the heel, but still went far enough, barely, by 3 yards.
Well, a very clutch finish. You were former world #1, starting the season off on this kind of momentum. How confident are you that you can get back there?
Oh, I know I can get back there. I mean, I've been there, and I'm looking to get back. Trying to get the world championship. That's all I care about, baby, is getting the world championship belt.
Absolutely. Well, hoist that trophy. You are the winner of the World Long Drive.
Yeah, baby.
Florida, presented by GolfJoy.
Yes. Finally got back to a win. It's been a while.
And right back at it.
First of many Colton Casto hopes. The Pinnacle World Long Drive Tour is underway. That'll conclude our coverage here in Wellington, Florida. For World Long Drive Florida, presented by GolfJoy. For Bobby Ray and Avery Dovsek, Brendan Glasheen, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.